Welcome back to our coverage here of the Yonex Sunrise Vietnamese Open 2016 Championship taking place in Ho Chi Minh City, and now we're all set for the semi-final of the men's singles, and it brings together Indonesia against Malaysia. Firman Abdul Kolik of Indonesia up against Chong Wei Fen from Malaysia, and the young man from Indonesia right underneath us here, Kolik, and he was born on the 11th of August 1997 in Banjar in Indonesia. He's 173, 5'8". He's a left-hander, as you can see, and the man at the other end is also a left-hander. So we're going to have Wei Fen Chong, 29 years of age. He's 5'7", wearing the red at the far end. And there's the graphic for you showing the umpires, and the umpire in charge of this match is a man from Sri Lanka, Grandprix Erashing, and the service judge Yuan Long Ha from Vietnam. So a little bit of information about these two players. I can tell you that I've been impressed with Kolik in the tournament so far. He beat Yuki Odira in the first match, in the first round, and then in the second round he came through that with flying colors as well. He actually beat the Russian Vladimir Malkov, who was ranked number 10. As I mentioned at the start of our program, we had players from 17 different countries, including Venezuela, Russia, South Africa, Finland, Denmark, European players, and of course all across Asia. And then Firman Abdul Kolik got the better of Sukamta in the quarterfinals yesterday, and now he has to face up to Wei Fen Chong. And Wei Fen Chong, as I said, is 29 years of age. His highest rank has been 12, and that was back on the 13th of April last year. Currently ranked, he's 45. And he represents Malaysia in international. Actually, he's been representing the team for a long time. He won a bronze medal up at the Asian Games in 2014 in Incheon in Korea, and won a gold in the men's singles in the Southeast Asia in Singapore. That was a great victory for him as well. And he got a bronze medal in that men's team as well in Singapore. He's been in the Malaysian team, if memory serves me right, since about 2005, but maybe he played in 2004, but I shall check that out as we go along. So the boys underway, and as I said, the young man from Indonesia right underneath us here, and at the far end, Chong Wei Fen. Two of them will go on the attack. They're attacking type players, and there again, see a nice smooth little shots, drop shot by Firman Abdul Kolik. "19 years of age." Told me that a lot of people have in where he was born in Banjar in Indonesia. He said a lot of players up there got into the game, and I'd say he's responsible for a fair amount of it. He's had a very, very interesting career, because he was the Asian Youth Championship when he was 17 years of age. He won that in Kudos back in 2013, and then he won gold with the men's team in the Southeast Asia Games. Good pick up. That one's gone a little bit astray. Kolik is currently ranked 112 in the world. His opponent is a bit lower than that in 45. The man from Malaysia, Chong Wei Fen, coming in asking the umpire, Grandprix Erashing from Sri Lanka. man who has a deep voice, baritone voice. I don't know if he's a singer or not, but he has a deep baritone voice when he calls out the score. Big crowd inside this stadium. They're still coming in. And it's, what time is it? 10 to 4 in the afternoon, local time. So wherever you're watching us around the world, you're very welcome. This is the semi-final day of the Vietnamese Open for 2016, taking place here in Ho Chi Minh City. The battle in front of us at the moment, the battle between Firman Abdul Kolik from Indonesia right underneath us, and the man on the screen there wearing the red, Chong Wei Fang from Malaysia. There is Kolik, both of them left-handers, and the score 4-2 to the man at the far end in red. 4-3. So good start, and just to remind those of you who have joined us a bit late, you may hear the crowd cheering as well, because the semi-finals, the second round of semi-finals, is taking place on the adjacent court, on court number 2. So from time to time you hear loud applause and you wonder what happened. Well, it's coming from the other court. Here is Chong. Out wide, well left. Big rope from Kolik. Here's actually where our commentary position is situated. We're high up in the stand, right behind that, beside that camera that you're looking at right at the moment. That's taking those and bringing in those shots. And there's a walkway behind us, and Kolik was up here warming up before he went down on court, and he was going through a lot of exercises. And I'll tell you what, the exercises made me wince what he was doing, and that was before he even started playing. Oh, 6-4-7 mistake coming from the man from Malaysia, Chong Wei Fang. Actually, the interesting thing is watching them during the previous rounds and even into the quarterfinals. Both of them didn't like the short game that their opponents were playing. They both like to go long and do exactly what they were just done there with Kolik, taking that overhead smash and putting it away. They like that sort of action. They're not so much into the action of little chip shots over the net. Kolik, in the first round, he knocked out Usuki Odera from Japan, and then in the next round he came up against Timo Wang from Chinese Taipei, and he's come up against some very good players, and then Su Kam Ta, he knocked him out in the quarterfinals. As the guys take a quick towel down, 9-5 the score. So you can see that Kolik has taken on a few tasty guys and got through it, but he didn't get through it by short, jabby little. He gets through by punching shots, and much the same with Chong Wei. Chong Wei, when he came in, he had Chi Yu Jen to face from Hong Kong, Chinese Taipei, and that was a very interesting battle. And then he had Nugara to face from Indonesia, so he's gone through a fair bit. And Koki Watsaba, he had to get rid of him as well from Japan. So they've had a tough week, I can tell you, here in Ho Chi Minh City at this very interesting Vietnamese Open. Always attracts some great players, and unfortunately a lot of them fell by the wayside. quite a lot of them, of course, have come here because this is the last stop for quite a few of them before they head to Rio and the Olympic Games in Brazil. And this is the final warm-up for some of them. When they get to the mid-game break, the young man from Indonesia out in front, Firmin Abdul Kolik. The Indonesian coach going in to have a word. Two coaches from Malaysia, talking to Chong Wei Feng. As I say, a lot of the players and coaches and staff came here with one eye on a very valuable tournament in Asia, the Vietnamese Open, and with one eye, of course, on the Olympic Games in Rio. And that's why you had the Russians here, players from John Woo from Venezuela came here, the Finns, the Danes, they were all here during the week, and unfortunately quite a few of them fell by the wayside. Saw a women's doubles pairing, two sisters who came from Bulgaria, and they were knocked out in the quarterfinals, but there will be certainly two to watch. They're very powerful. They actually live and train in Paris with my good friend Mikhail Popov, and they were knocked out in the quarterfinals yesterday. But they're very tough, very strong, very powerful young ladies. They're only what 20. They're both 21 and 22, and you can look out for them in the women's doubles when they get to Rio, because they're called Gabriel Stoiv and Stefan Stoiv, or Stephanie, as they like to call it in the English world, Stephanie. But they went out to Nuruddin and Pradipta, but it was a great match, and they fought their way through. They're a very, very competent sister pairing that will do a bit of damage in Rio, I can tell you. (7-12) man from Malaysia, Chong Wei Fen, down by 4 points here. Sweeping backhand shot from Kolik. Well, they're both looking at the line judge, and then they both look at the umpire. Gap is closed, 2 points to 12-10. Nice pick up by the man from Indonesia, Kolik. And then that sweeping backhand. The sweeping backhand was just a little bit too long, just overhit. And it closes the gap to 11 points to 10, 11 points to 12, I beg your pardon. So it is Chong Wei Fen, the far end in the red. And right underneath us, Firmin Abdul Kolik from Indonesia. See that again, he played it in front of him, should have got a little bit more on it. There we go, they did it the first time, and then here's the second chance, and he just sweeps it into the net. 12 all. Too long. A little bit frustrated with himself. He was comfortable for a little while, but now he trails by a point. Trails by 2. Misjudgment there of the little flick. shot that didn't come off. Lovely control from the back and well hit, got right over the top of it. Put a lot of shoulder and arm into that. And Chung Wei-feng takes a 3-point lead after trailing for a long time in this first game. He's now got a 3-point lead, 15 points to 12. At that a little bit. It was just about the shoulder high and he just pulled it down. So the boys are allowed to have a little bit of a break. So it's 13-15 as Firmin Abdelkolik right underneath us. Forces the error again from the man from Malaysia. So it's 14-15. Oh yes, nice shot. Moved his opponent across the court a little bit and then went for the gap and was able to push that beyond his forehand reach. Ties it up at 15 points each. On the line. And looks across at the lines person. 16-15 to the man from Malaysia. Oh, he was hoping it was going to go. He left it very late. Just a very late shot. 16-0. Great recovery. Oh, good value. Unfortunately, Pollock slipped. Don't know whether he would have got to it. It was a clever shot. It was a very good shot off the backhand. But after that, great effort from Chung Wei-feng. And he gets 1 point for it. Just watch this. Again, there was actually the forehand and then the slip. The forehand came from Chung Wei. And the slip by Kolak. And it gives the Malaysian a point lead, 17 points to 16. After the slip, Kolak has come back on court. Shot straight down the line. And And he looked comfortable executing that shot as well. Pushed back onto the baseline, and then just a little bit too soft. But we're all tied up at 17 points each. Ooh, it's way too long. Way overhit. (19-17). Chung Wei Feng, 20, right down at the ankles, just about the shin. It's just too deep, too strong, too hard, too well directed, and it takes him to a game point, 20 points to 17. Pushed into the net. He's got one back, but it's still 3 set points. Now 2 set points, 2018. On the line, just in. 2019. It was tit for tat there, wasn't it? They played cat and mouse with each other. Well, that one is just too long, and it is the man from Malaysia who takes the first one out by 21 points to 19. And Kolek walks back pretty upset with himself, picks up his bag and changes sides. But good recovery by Chung Wei Fen. He was in a bit of trouble earlier on in that first game, but good recovery. He came back and he's taken out the first in the men's semi-finals here at the Vietnamese Open for 2016, taking place in the Nguyen Du Stadium in Ho Chi Minh City. Chung Wei Feng taking the first, 21-19. Two minutes of instructions delivered by the coaches as the players are ready to go back, and the man who's ready to go back is Wu Fen Chong. He's quite happy because he taken out the first. Here we go with the second. And right underneath us, Wei Fen Chong, 29 years of age, 5'7", up against the man who is 19 from Banjar in Indonesia. He's 5'8". Lance Person calls it in. Chong Wei Fin taking out that first game, 21-19. That one is out. Shake of the head from Chong Wei Fin up to our commentary box here. Hey fellas, did you see that? Yes, we did. You lost the point. You've lost another one. He went and had a look at the line. 2-all. Looking up at our commentary position, look up here to the box, and I just wonder, is he looking for confirmation that he's doing okay? Yeah, you're doing okay. Oh yes, nice backhand. I suppose we have to give the thumbs up and say you're doing okay. Just a little bit out. A lot of people here watching this tournament. Great tournament, well organized. Great people here in Vietnam. They've of course been organizing this event. Miss Lee and our staff have been organizing this event for a couple of years, so they know all the ins and outs and the intricacies of how you get a big tournament like this underway. And of course this year we have a very experienced man, Mr. Jeff Bell from Canada, delightful man from Calgary, and he's here as the referee of the tournament. Done a great job, fabulous job, and he's just come back from doing a couple of the Super Series as well, so Jeff hasn't seen, I think, his home in Canada for a little while. He's done a great job here. And, very well with all of the people that like him. Got a good sense of humor and goes about his business a very professional way. He's also got an assistant from Sri Lanka who's also done a very good job of organising everything. The assistant has to do a lot of work to organise the umpires and the service people. That's Ajit Singha from Sri Lanka. Ajit, nice man. And, played it, as he said, but didn't play a lot of great badminton for his time, but he was still a fair player, shall we say. Now very involved in helping to grow the sport in Sri Lanka. That one's going to be a bit too long, shoulder high, just about coming up to the neck. He is trying to keep it down as a floater. Some housekeeping to be done, as it's 6-5 to the man from Malaysia. Chong Wei Fin taking a drink. Here's the man in charge, Grandprix Idrashani from Sri Lanka. Tried to play a flat shot, but it was maybe too near to the net to try something like that. Should have lifted it a little bit. 6-all. Second game, men's semi-final. Doesn't like the shuttle. I think he was looking down at it as if he hated something or disliked something. I wouldn't say hate, I'd say dislike. Open up an opportunity, tried to create an opportunity with a couple of different shots, and unfortunately when he got the opportunity he just blasted it away wide. And 6 to the man from Malaysia, Chong Wei Feng. So it's Chong right underneath us here in the red to serve for Malaysia. Wide. 10 points to 6. Oh, lovely change of direction, but wide. Six, 7-10.